At what age? Do you remember that?
I do.
Is it?
Okay, so when did you first discover playing Counter-Strike? At what age? Do you remember that?
I do. I was probably like 5 or 6 years old, and my dad, my cousins, everyone was playing Counter-Strike, so I kind of grew up with it. So in that sense, it's always been part of my life, and yeah, that's been ever since I was 6 years old.
What would you do
Needs to make it louder, no?
if your career ends at some point, or if you decide to end your CS career? Will still do something with CS, or you think you will do something else after?
I think it depends on a lot of things. It also depends on, first of all, how old am I, and where in my personal life am I gonna be, like, you know, if kids or whatever it could be. I mean, it could be a lot of things, so it really depends on a lot of things. But I think for me, it could be nice to be a coach at some point, or working with Counter-Strike in that sense, because I think when it comes to the tactical aspect of Counter-Strike, I have a good understanding of the game. So I think yeah, it could be nice to be a coach, but I also think that it really depends on how I am in my personal life.
If you could make any change on any map, for example, I don't know, like remove a box or whatever, is there something in your mind like right away? Because I don't know.
Xbox, take Xbox away.
On the map or something like that.
No! Take away Cat on Mirage. Take away Cat on Mirage.
The Anubis A side, because I'm holding it. Okay. And I have like one spot to hide. I think it's like on the mid bomb side, and that's basically almost the only place you can hide. I need some more space to move around. Like, people that watch anti-strat and they're like, he plays 2 places, but it's because there is only 2 places. Like, what the fuck?
Disco devs, if you hear that for CS2, please put some other things on the A side or on Anubis, okay? Speaking of CS2, what would you wish for in CS2?
Well, I think it's a little bit too early for me to say, because I haven't really played it that much. But also, one thing is playing it for fun, and another thing is practicing in CS2. And I think whenever we go into CS2 and we start practicing, I think that's where we'll see how much difference there is and how much do we really want it to change. And I think we need the experience of playing it before.
Bimo, kuss for the 5 gifts, can we get some hearts? No!
And the only thing on my mind right now is that whenever you HE the smoke, it's like disappearing for like 4 seconds. I think that's gonna be a little bit rough for an anchor player like me.
Yeah.
4 seconds is a lot. Let's say I smoke somewhere and I'm alone on a bomb site, but the HE, they have 4 seconds to go out. It's quite a lot, and I think if they change it to like 1.5, 2 seconds, maybe it could make a huge difference. So,
are you a skin guy? Do you care about skins? And if yes, what do you think is the best looking skin?
I think everyone likes skins in some way. I mean, I wouldn't want to pay it for myself, so I'm just happy I can borrow the skins.
Fair. What is he rocking right now? I think Bayonet Gamma Doppler.
Yeah. Yeah, give me skins.
Masgisk.
No, but I think everyone in some way they like skins. Of course, I mean it's visually looking good, and I think in some way when you have a good looking knife and you feel like your movement is a little bit more smooth, I think it's quite normal. And I think we all grew up with the game, and we all grew up with having no good looking skins, and then suddenly we have the opportunity to have the coolest skins. So of course, I mean, I think everyone loves skins, but the coolest looking one, I think it's probably the AKK Sarden that's like almost full glow. Gem, and the one that's really expensive.
I think Ohne has something similar like that. I think he has like a
661 scar pattern.
Yeah, Ohne, you.
Mr. Cameraman. Come on, man. 955, number 4 pattern. I don't have a scar pattern, buddy. Come on, man. What do we do with this guy? What do we do with this guy?
You heard that, so borrow it
borrow
for the major.
On infinite time if no problem.
Has milk before or after cereal?
So when I put it in before, when I put it in before.
Do you put first the milk or first the cereal?
First the cereal.
And then the milk. That's how you do it, guys.
Yeah. It's not like I put exactly 50 grams of cereal every single day. Then I put the milk, but it's it's full brain. I'm just putting it down.
Okay. Let's stay on food. Nutella with butter or without?
Without.
Madrilla, man.
I can't do that.
Okay.
That's too much.
Yes, sir.
I might be a big, strong guy, but not the butter. not with that. That's too much.
What is the worst thing about being a CS pro?
I think the quite obvious answer, and it's also the thing for me, is the travel days. And also sometimes the amount of times you are traveling. I think it's really stressful knowing you're going on a 16-hour or 20-hour travel day. It's really rough for your mindset, and I think that's the most tough thing for me is knowing that you travel so much and you have to be in these planes for so long. And even though, of course, we love seeing the world and stuff like that, but it's really rare we actually get to see the cities we are in. So even though there's this thing of, yes, it's nice to experience the world, but in some way you're just at the hotel playing video games and not really doing much else because you don't really have the time for it. And I think the travel days and of course the amount of days you're traveling is the most difficult. I think it's quite obvious being away from friends, family, girlfriend, everything. It's tough. I mean,
don't have a home.
It's probably one of the biggest sacrifices we do. And you know, there's a lot of times when people are inviting over for a birthday party. I'm like, yeah, I'm New York, or whatever it is. I'm just like, I can't come. And whenever there's a wedding, I can't come. Whenever there's like a surprise party, I can't come. And in some ways, it's also tough because you want to maintain your relationship with girlfriend, but also your friends and stuff like that, and it can be difficult.
Bro, that's gonna get clipped out of context, no? Bro.
Because you get distance in some way, even though you don't want to. And of course, I have some really nice friends who make sure they always keep inviting me and they want me to come and stuff like that. But I could imagine that a lot of pro players, they get distance from their friends and they are getting lonely in some way because in some way we only have Counter-Strike and our family and stuff like that. So yeah, it can be tough life sometimes. And
it is tough, it is.
yeah.
I am Brock Robinson is asking, do you ever fart in the arena or you just hold it?
No, we let go. We have to.
Have you ever smelled something like being in a game?
I'm luckily not a person who does it a lot, but we have some people on our team who let go a lot. And yes, of course, I have tried almost dying on stage a few times. When that happens, I mean, a lot of things happen with your stomach, and it's quite normal actually when you get stressed that you start doing this kind of thing. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I've tried it a few times, and it can be horrible sometimes.
Okay.
Oh, jeepers.
Yeah, that are some good insights, guys. You don't see that on the main broadcast, right? I think that's it. Thank you so much for taking so much time. Anything you want to say to OhnePixel or his community who's gonna watch this live?
I could use some skills.
Yeah, like you heard the case hardened, he has none.
I tried opening a lot of cases, but it's not my thing. Sadly, I wish it's too much money now.
Yeah, it is. Okay, thank you so much for your time and good luck tomorrow.
Thank you.